Hi, it's Linda. I have another recipe I'm going to show you how to make with my Ninja Creami. And this one is for peach ice cream. And it's full of a lot of protein, 30 grams of protein. Very easy to make, very few ingredients here. And so let's just get started here. This is peach. And so what you can do, you can use frozen peaches if you want. You would use around 12 ounces, I think, of frozen. If not, you can buy the no sugar added. Make sure when you scan it that it shows no sugar added. Same with your frozen peaches. You want to make sure that when you scan it with your Weight Watchers app that it shows it's no sugar. And so we're going to have that. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup in it to help sweeten and gives it a little flavor. This is my favorite. This one has the lowest points and tastes good. I use this every morning in my berry syrup that I make with my protein waffle, which I might show you guys how I do this every morning. And then some vanilla extract, and then Premier Protein, 1 carton of the Premier Protein vanilla, and then some sorbet sugar replacement, monk fruit sugar replacement. Super easy to make. So I'm going to start with our liquid ingredients first. Is that vanilla? You want to add that in. So I'm going to add, playing a game here it seems like, the protein and then this syrup, and I'm going to drain the peaches. So I'm going to go drain those. I will be right back and we'll get started. Okay, I just drained the peaches. That's what they look like. It's like a full cup here. And I'm going to actually do the liquid first. So before I do that, I don't want to ruin my pretty shirt that I embroidered. And so I'm going to put one of my kitchen boy towels on. Yes, I do sell these on Etsy. And yes, everything I sell on Etsy, I use. It's not just something that I just sell. It's stuff I use, I like, so I sell it. Or you can use them too. It really helps with cleanup or wiping your hands off. You're not having to look around for a towel all the time. Okay, so now, help protect my clothes here. I'm going to shake this up real good. Premier Protein vanilla. Pour this in. And then after that, I'm going to add the sugar-free maple syrup. And need 1/4 cup of it. I have these little tiny measuring cups. They're just perfect, so especially when I do my waffle in the morning. And so this is 1/4 cup. So 1/4 cup of the maple syrup. I wish they had peach extract. I haven't been able to find it. If anybody has an idea, let me know. But so far I haven't found that, but it's okay. And you could add the vanilla. Usually you add your vanilla towards the end in most recipes, but really don't have to with this because everything's going in it together. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. A little bit more, but actually like a little bit more vanilla. So it's a personal preference. I'm going to go ahead and add the xanthan gum, as I explained in my previous videos. This xanthan gum is all natural and it helps thicken your ice creams and has no flavor. So I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon in there. It just helps it thicken better. And they use it in all kinds of products. You can Google it if you want. It's really a good thing. And then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of my sorbet monk fruit sugar replacement, because there's no sugar in the peaches, so you want to make sure you get some good sugar in there besides that maple syrup. Now all of that's in there, and now I'm going to add the peaches. This looks like this may end up being a little bit bigger than one of the containers that it's going to go in. Okay, I've got this all in my little blender cup thing. I'm going to put it in my blender, shake it up first, and I'm going to let it blend all down, and then I'll be back and we'll put it in the Creami. Okay, it just finished blending. Yeah, if I remember right, I did end up making, I think, 2 of these because it's so full. I can tell by looking at it right now, which is okay. We can always use 2 of them, right? And now I'm going to just pour them into a container. And if you want pieces of peaches in it, which I do, after it's frozen and you go to put it in the Ninja Creami, then you can take some other peaches. If you want to set some aside, you could, and then just dice them up a little bit and throw it in and do the mix-ins. And or you could throw in some frozen peaches too if you want. So here's one. I have a feeling it's, yeah, it ends up making like 2. That's good though. I'm going to get 2 out of this recipe, which actually means then the points are only like 1.5 instead of 3. That's good. Okay, now I'm going to put a lid on it. Then I'm going to label it, put a label on the top. Some of these lids are a little harder than others, you just want to make sure. And so I have these little labels, like I said before. And anyway, I don't want to bore you with that part, but I have these little round labels. I stick a little label on it. It says peach, how many points it is, and then I'm going to put it in the freezer. This will freeze for 12 to 24 hours. Usually I find out with the light ice creams like this, 12 hours is plenty. They come out really good. Then they're all ready, and I have one already made, so I'm going to fast forward and put the next one on so you can see how it turned out. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, this is the peach one I had in the freezer. I already took a little bit out because I had sampled it when I first made it to see if I liked it. And then I put the lid back on, so it's already been spun down once. So we'll see, maybe it only takes 1 good spin on this one. Whoops, getting ahead of myself. So you take it, put it there, make sure it doesn't turn. Put your lid on it. I'm gonna stick it in the cream. Put it down there. Locks in place right there. My machine turned off. Okay, so now I'm going to put it on light ice cream, and then I'll be right back. Okay, it finished. So we'll push the button here. Turn it. Very easy. Push the button there. Yeah, it's all nice and creamy. I don't know if I have to, I forgot a spoon just a second. Let me see if it's powdery. Yeah. I'm surprised it's powdery when you do a respin, but I guess because it was frozen so hard. So I'm going to put a little bit of almond milk on the top of this, and I'm going to put it on respin, and then I'll be right back. So I've got a little bit of almond milk, just a little bit on the top. Work it up a little bit with a fork. I'm going to put the lid back on. Normally the lid goes right on. I think it's because it had a lot of frozen on it. Oops, frozen on it. Doing right now. Right in here, and I'm going to hit respin, and then I'll be right back. Okay, just finished. Push this button, bring it down, open, all nice and creamy. It actually has a hole down here, so it looks like it's still a little frosty. So I'm going to do an add-in. I'm going to add some peaches. And I didn't have any more canned peaches. I guess I could have taken some out of the other one, didn't think about it. So I had some frozen ones. I took 4 of them out, put them in the microwave for like 20 seconds and stirred in between. And so now I'm gonna put these down into the middle where the hole is. That's carved out like with a spoon. And this is gonna be a mix-in. So now, if you can see that or not, I'm going to put the lid on it. Should have put my boa towel back on. And now it's going to, see if I can get it on better this time. Yeah. It's going to go back in. And it's going to go on mixing. Okay, just finished. Pull it out. Push the button. And now it's all creamy. And it's got little chunks of peaches in it now. Very good. So, it takes the test of the blizzards. That cracks me up. Somebody showed me that. I like that idea. I'm going to stick it in one of my little pint-sized cozies so I don't freeze my hands off. And I can go eat this. And this is only 3 WW points. And I think that's what I said it was. Yes, it's 3 WW points. Although, I think I said it's going to be 1.5 because the recipe that I posted, the recipe I made this from, actually made 2 of these pints. So less than 2 points for this. And it is so good. Now let me show you. I'm going to scoop it. You can scoop it. It's still pretty frozen. Look how frozen that is. See? And so this is peach ice cream. One of my favorites. Turned out really good. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye. Okay, so I added a little extra sweetener and put it back in. What I did was I decided to add a little more of the sugar-free maple syrup, like a couple tablespoons. So what I'm suggesting the next time, you know, after you do the first spin and it's powdery on top and I add a little bit of the almond milk, just add a little bit, because you need some kind of liquid to kind of mix up with that powder. Add a couple tablespoons of the sugar-free maple syrup, and that'll make this a little bit sweeter. So that will help with the extra peaches that I put inside, if you're doing an add-in or if you just want it sweeter. So it turned out really good, and it tastes really good now. Very happy with it. Enjoy.